Welcome back to your live continuing coverage on BeTerrific of InfoComm 2015's Digital Signage Pavilion here at the Orange County Convention Center in Orlando, Florida. This is the real theme park. It is InfoComm 2015. We're on the InfoComm Digital Signage stage, and I've got Eric and JJ from Tightrope Media right here. You guys are awesome. Tightrope Media is a great company, a very innovative company. Tell me about Tightrope Media.
You talking about our Tightrope Innovative?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was like, wait a second, is my schedule wrong here? The shirts say Tightrope. Isn't that Eric and JJ? Oh, okay, I thought you guys pulled a fast one. I thought your names were like Jim and Bob or something for a second. We had the wrong guests on here.
Right.
You were just the guy sitting in the audience, ran up on stage.
We don't like you to get too comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
No, Tightrope is a very innovative company. You guys spoke on the digital signage stage last year when we were doing presentations instead of this format. And I remember just being so blown away and then coming over to the booth and being really impressed by what you guys do. So, you know, Tightrope, I think there are so many layers to it. It's like an onion, you can peel it back. Tell me, you know, how the company started and what the roots are really. I don't actually know the backstory.
Yeah, so we started Tightrope in 1997, before digital signage was even a word, right? Me and my high school buddy were hanging out, and he was working for an AV dealer.
Yeah.
And he was complaining that he'd have to go into these schools and teach teachers how to use their video bulletin board systems, right? And we were sitting around and we're thinking, you know what? The problem isn't that this software's, you know, bad or anything. It's just the wrong kind of tool for these teachers to update the content on their TVs in the schools. So we came up with this idea to make a information system that teachers could use.
This was not, I mean, you're 1997, this was not easy.
Not easy, right? And so we thought, you know what, we should make it so a teacher can type information to a web page and it shows up on the TV. And we're not talking flat screen TV, we're talking big
CRT,
old tube TV hanging in the hallway. And we found a couple computer programmers at the time.
Where'd you find these guys?
Well, just like, I don't know, in the bar. We had no idea what we were doing.
No, but I mean, they were just guys at the bar and they were like, hey, we're computer programmers?
Yes.
Because I remember back then everybody said, oh, I can build a website. And you'd be like, okay, build a website. And they'd go, front page isn't working for me. What? I thought you could build a website.
Exactly. So we were like, hey, we want information to go into a web page and show it on a TV. And everyone was like, those two things do not mix. Like, that doesn't work. There's no way that works. And frustrated, we were like, well, we don't know what to do. So we went to his mom. We got a $5,000 loan, stack of programming books this tall, and I wrote the first version of the software, and he went and sold a copy of it to the local public school.
Wow. Are you serious?
That's how it went down.
That is amazing. On a $5,000 loan. And you read it and learned how to code yourself because you got the guys at the bar from Front Page. You know the story.
Yeah, but you had all that training from art school. So
yeah,
that was helpful.
Yeah, and I went to art school.
Right.
So I didn't really have a background in this stuff.
You had the training for the visual eye to make it appealing at least.
I didn't have a job, so we really needed to do something.
and so then what happens? So the school, he sells it to the school and they buy it. And then
they buy it.
Yeah.
And then this is interesting. So if any young entrepreneurs are listening, we came up with a business model that's rarely replicated. Okay, this is a really innovative technique. We took the profits from that sale.
Yeah.
We reinvested it into our company. We made our software a little better, and then we sold another copy. And then we've just been doing that for 20 years.
Wow. And now, tell me where the software is now. I mean, it's leaps and bounds
of course.
Down the road. Yeah. But it's just really, it's such a great story. I really like that.
But it's got a true innocent beginning. It was to solve a very simple problem that a lot of these tools were not made for the target user.
Which is what a lot of entrepreneurs do, and that's how they get to their thing. They solve a problem that they need solved or their friends need solved, and that's how it starts. All right, so before we get into the software, what would your advice be to young entrepreneurs having walked this very, very hard, long road?
A tightrope, if you will.
A tightrope.
I thought that's where you're going.
That was a great segue. Yeah, I should have. That was a great segue. I should have used it.
Well, I think advice there is, I always just tell people to keep their eyes and their ears open, because there's all sorts of great problems to be solved all over the place, and to just not get real worried about the corporate status quo of things. Always be challenging new and different ways that we can be solving problems.
Very cool. So. I think that's great advice. And then did you ever raise money, or you just kept reinvesting in your business and were able to grow it that way?
That's part of the amazing business plan. Is we were, honestly, back then, we started the company when I was 19.
Ramen noodles every night. It was no overhead.
We didn't have this kind of sophistication, and but no, we never raised money. We paid back that $5,000 though. I tell you what.
Awesome.
She's all square.
That's good.
And no, yeah.
With interest?
With
all right.
We're in business here. We're not, just giving away money.
So where is the software today? Because I think, when I came by last year, it blew me away. When I walked by last night, I walked by the booth, and I'm just, the things that you do and the ways you can display your software and your digital signage, it's unbelievable, and the places it can be put are, and I think the ease of use and ease of understanding for the customer is great.
That's key.
Yeah, absolutely. So I would say where we're at today is obviously we continue to focus on the everyday user creating their content. We're actually making a major investment into a new version of our user interface to make it even easier and simpler. So we've learned a lot over the years, as JJ's talked about, continually innovating and looking at how to solve the problem in a new way. I think we've learned some things by listening to our customers and incorporating that into a whole new user experience. And so that's not shipping yet. We love to show new stuff like everybody else on the show floor, but definitely a new way of being able to create your content extremely quickly. We've got obviously the advanced, powerful stuff that everybody else has, but really it comes down to a user's experience with putting content on a screen in a way that they might actually enjoy. So.
And so when can people do? Can they get the software and do it themselves and update it themselves, or do they need to constantly be on the line to you guys?
Oh, they absolutely do it themselves. That's the whole, our tagline is your story plays here. The idea of our company is we want to empower our users to make great looking content right in the software. They can obviously choose to use things like Photoshop and After Effects and all that stuff, but if you want to create it right in our carousel product and schedule it and let it go, you could do that as a novice user all the way to an advanced user. So
and do you guys help? Is there support when I get stuck? Can I pick up the phone or write an email? You guys help?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we can mix and match with you however you want. You want us to train you? You want to train the trainer? We'll do that. If you want full services and us to design your content for you, we'll do that as well. So we really want to work with our customers however they want to be worked with.
So the new software is unveiled here. When's it available?
That's a great question. Are any of our developers in the
no
crowd?
Do you pressure them, JJ? Or you're like, you said the 15th. It's
Absolutely
the 14th.
not.
Stay here all night. Get it done.
I rarely lock them in the conference room for weeks on end to force them to write software.
Rarely.
Rarely.
Once a year.
But it does happen. Yes. The reality is we're not saying a date. We obviously we're targeting, we would love to be in beta by the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why is we have a very stable, well-working platform. It's just a new way of doing it, a little bit more efficient in the future, so there's not really a rush for us. Our customers don't need to sit around and wait for it, and so we want to make sure it's right, fully tested, because we have a lot of customers that need this stuff to work every day, so we're going to ship it when it's absolutely right.
Do I need any special hardware, and on any end? Do I need a computer that's a certain level of robustness, a certain processor, graphics card, all that, and then on the other end, do I need a certain player to play it?
Well, on the server side, we certainly have requirements. Most of our customers now are virtualizing it in their own environment, and so we'll guide our customers in terms of selecting the right server. On the player side, standard PCs. We also support BrightSign's hardware, which has been a good partnership for both of us.
That BrightSign box they brought by yesterday, 4K, is amazing.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable. Are you going to be doing 4K?
Yep, absolutely.
Yep, and we support their box.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
So.
Look at that, from the CRT to 4K.
Yeah.
That doesn't blow your mind
It's
at
more
all?
a lot of dots. A lot more dots.
You don't pinch yourself at all?
It's fun. It's fun every day.
I bet it is.
So you came by, did you say you swung by our booth?
I did, yeah.
So I don't know how much time we have left, but
Yeah.
I wanted to touch on one thing.
Absolutely.
Is that, we come in, we're showing this technology and things, but it's not all fun and games at the Tightrope booth, because we do have a very serious competition happening in our space. Did you see it?
I did. You have a Tightrope.
Yes, sir.
And it's, I don't know what the competition is.
Well,
yeah.
let me tell you. It's a world-class tightrope balancing competition. So whoever comes by our booth at InfoComm, whoever balances on our tightrope the longest wins our grand prize.
And what is the grand prize?
Well, sir, the grand prize for today is this fanny pack that says Florida on it with a beer.
I love it.
Now, this is a Miller High Life.
Uh-huh.
It is the champagne of beers.
Oh, the crew just
Right?
left the control area
Oh.
and they're running to your booth to
Odd.
do it now.
And because we're not cheap
Yeah.
at Tightrope Media Systems, that's a tall boy.
I
Right?
love it.
Classy.
Yeah, very classy.
Classy. So I want everyone to come by our booth.
What is the longest that somebody stayed on the tightrope?
Yesterday, what was it yesterday?
2.5
3
minutes?
minutes? 3 minutes yesterday.
Very nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
3 minutes.
But
3 minutes?
3
Which
minutes.
is not the all-time record.
Which is not the all-time record. At NAB,
Yeah.
guy was on it for 9.5 minutes.
Come on.
It's unreal.
He was a professional.
Yep.
Apparently.
He was a
He was
ringer.
He was a ringer.
Here's a picture. Here's a picture of, I don't know if you can see
Yeah, hold it up. They
One
got
of our
it.
folks on the tightrope. Look
Wow.
at that.
That is pretty amazing.
Uh,
9
she
minutes?
is definitely a slacker. And she hasn't been doing much work. She's just been standing on that tightrope all day long. Look at that.
I can't imagine 9 minutes. That's really impressive.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
Everyone should come by and give it a shot.
I think everybody should.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You got to go see Tightrope
Get a
Media.
picture of yourself.
You guys are great.
Yeah.
You guys have a lot of fun too.
We try.
We try.
So people want to find out about the product, how to get it. They just go to the website,
Absolutely.
and it's TRMS.com.
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 Tightrope Media
TRMS.com.
Systems. Yes, sir.
TRMS.com.
Someone should put that into a rap. That sounds nice. Say that again.
TRMS.com. TRM. You want to do a beatbox?
Yeah.
Eric, you think you could do a
Tightrope
beatbox?
Media Systems are the best.
Yeah. You might have had a
I
rap
got that.
song back
I
in
might
the
have
day.
had a rap
Yeah.
song.
I think we got a jingle going
I
here.
like it. I
Yeah,
like it.
an old school
Thanks.
jingle just for the CRT monitors. They started on the CRTs. I don't know. All right, I'm not going to sing. The audience will not be happy with me. They are the Terrifics. You guys are terrific. What's the price point, by the way, real quick? Where does it start?
Oh, man.
It's outrageous.
Okay.
Outrageous.
Gougingly.
Gouging, yes.
outrageous.
Yeah.
You
so-
got to pay back the interest on the loan. So
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's a tough question to answer because it depends on what your
On
need
your
is. And
deployment,
So you
yeah.
can,
Yep.
you can get into our systems for a couple grand, and
Yep.
obviously it scales to large enterprise, and so we have a lot of stuff in between there. So
why did you choose do it yourself? I mean, I really like that, but as opposed to becoming a creative agency and having this for yourselves and then going out and selling to people.
It's really the customers that we serve, right? In the kinds of customers that we seek out and the ones that we want to provide value for, their environment just has a lot of stuff changing in it. They might have special events, notifications, things changing, and just the people in those facilities need to update the information like right away. They can't send that out to a creative house and wait for it to come back. So that's why.
And are we building in interactivity and touch and RFID and all this stuff in the new version?
Well, we already
do
have. We
that
already
now.
support interactivity pretty heavily, so we've done a lot of interactive projects.
You guys are
in
just
our
way
software.
ahead of it. You're way ahead of the curve. Tightrope Media Systems, it's JJ and Eric. Thank you guys so much for joining us. TRMS.com. TRMS.com. We'll be back with a whole lot more here from InfoComm 2015, your live continuing digital signage pavilion coverage on BeTerrific. I'm Michael Artis. You're the Terrifics. Stay with us.